All right, this brings us to another attack from over the weekend. Tonight, more harrowing stories about the brave men and women who were murdered during that horrific attack, the terrorist attack at that Hanukkah celebration in Australia, including one man who died while throwing bricks at the attackers. As one daughter of a wounded Holocaust survivor put it, anti-Semitism has been allowed to fester in Australia for a long time. Take a look.
This was not a surprise to the Jewish community. We warned the government of this many, many times over. We've had synagogues that have been graffitied, graffiti everywhere, and we've had synagogues that have been bombed. This is not a surprise to us. It's not the fact that those two people had a gun. It's the fact that those two people have been taught to hate, and it's the fact that hatred has been allowed to fester against the Jewish minority in Australia.
Now, sadly, she's right, but it is not just Australia. Ever since the slaughter of the Jewish people on October 7, 2023, radical leftists, radical Islamists teamed up to globalize the Intifada. Sound familiar? Now, remember, 2 days after October 7th, 2023, there was that massive protest. Look at how huge this crowd is. That's in Australia. They were chanting, "Gas the Jews, F the Jews," and more. Take a look. Where was the prime minister in that moment? Now, in the coming months and year, radicals have shouted their demands from the streets, demanding, quote, a free Palestine from the river to the sea, which means the obliteration of Israel. In other words, they have been openly calling on Islamists to wipe Jews off the face of the map in the Middle East and then take their anti-Semitism worldwide with a global fight against the Jewish people, not just the Jewish people. Death to Israel, death to America. This is sick. And it has almost certainly contributed to the ongoing rise of radical Islam in Germany. An Islamist plot to attack a Christmas market was just thwarted. In Poland, authorities there just stopped a would-be ISIS attack on another Christmas market. And now in the U.S., right here in this country, Jewish groups are being urged to step up their security while they are in the middle of celebrating Hanukkah. The FBI just foiled another terror plot from an anti-Semitic group that was planned for New Year's Eve. That was in Los Angeles. This is awful. And to make matters worse, in Australia, authorities, including their prime minister, they are downplaying the role of anti-Semitism and radical Islam in the most recent attacks while threatening, what, more gun control and openly worrying about far-right extremism. You can't make the same mistakes here. We have to be honest about the source that is radical Islamic terrorism and the rise of anti-Semitism. Halls of Congress, college campuses, worldwide. And frankly, we've got to stand up for liberty, freedom, and against radical terrorists, no matter who gets offended. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.